Welcome back, everybody. This is The Last Gate Jumper. My name is Carl, and today we're going to be reviewing Achromatic Chronicles Blue by Jay Davids, or better known as Drunk 3PO on the internet. This is Jay's first book, and personally, after reading it, I thought Jay did a pretty good job of writing it, and I honestly can't wait for his second book to come out. Now, this review is going to be covering the story, the word choosing of the book, the length of the book, the art of the book, and then we're just going to wrap it up at the end. So let's just get right into it. So the story takes place in a gray world where our main protagonist is a boy by the name of John who is just in love with asking questions about pretty much everything there is out there. Unfortunately for John, in this gray world, questions are a bit of a taboo and he gets in trouble quite a bit from being bullied, from his teachers, the principal, his mom and dad. It just is kind of a rough world for John, unfortunately. Now, one day after school, John runs into his bully. To escape his bully, John dashes off into the forest, where he comes across the most strangest creature he has ever met, a little sphere that's blue, that's also named that. It was very strange for John because he had never seen, well, anything quite like it, and I don't think any of us would be able to quite comprehend what we're looking at if we ran into such a creature. But John, being as he is, he couldn't help but start peppering the little blue creature with a whole bunch of questions. And Blue tried his best to answer them as he could. And this would then eventually lead into the two getting to know each other, becoming friends, and leading into all their mischiefs and adventures that they eventually go on. I'm going to leave the story there, but otherwise, it's a great story, I think. Great going into. Well done, Jay. Now, word choice for the book. I think it is worded appropriately for the demographic it's aimed at. I think if I was a kid reading this, I would have no problem reading it, understand what's going on, and I think I would be engrossed into the book. So, I think you did a very good job there, Jay. I do have some gripes. I have some word choices. They're really nitpicks. Honestly, it can just be brushed aside. But that's how good I think the book is. It's just mostly down to nitpicks, at least for me. So, you did an excellent job there, Jay. Now, my other actual real main concern is the length of the book. I mean, just look how thick this thing is. Like, it's a sturdy book. My concern is for kids at that age that struggle to read or don't really have much of a love for reading. They might take one look at how big this book is and then just instantly pass on it, which I think is a real shame because I do think it's an excellent book, and I wish there'd be a way for those kids to also come by and pick it up. But it is illustrated, so maybe they'll just pick it up for the art and then start reading, then get engrossed into it. So who knows? I can't really say for sure. I can say for sure on the positive side that for how long it is, those kids who do read it will find it very enjoyable, and I believe that it's a great story for them. For it teaches them to learn to embrace who you are and to face your fears. Things that kids at that age group would be going into or will be experiencing because they're just either on that cusp of puberty, about going to puberty, around that area where life starts to come, well, a lot more difficult for them. So I think this is a really good book for them there. The art in this book, I have to say, is very well done. Lee Chen and Marlene Vinia, my apologies if I butchered your name. I think you both did an excellent job uh, drawing and coloring this book. I gotta say it is very well done compared to what I was especially growing up with. At least for the book sales that I had to go to as a kid, there wasn't that much of a good selection for illustrated art. And I'm not counting comic books. No, that doesn't count. I'm talking like books that were specifically made for kids. We've all seen those books at the book sales, and they were not all that great. So this blows them out of the water by far. So you should be very proud of the work you did here. You did an excellent job. And honestly, that just wraps up my review. Overall, I think Jay did a great job with his first book. I give it an 8 out of 10. As I said, there were some gripes with it. I'm just going to go ahead and open that up here. And just read you a little bit, just as a little example. Oh no, that makes me feel so bad. I have to show him I'm okay when I go back home. That's not really all that bad. It's just that I feel like it could be worded a bit better. Like, oh no, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to be gone this long. I didn't mean to cause him to worry. I didn't mean to cause trouble. I had to get home quickly to show him that I'm okay. Something like that I thought could be worded. Now, that's just me. Uh, As I said, it's a nitpick. It doesn't really matter. It's just there's just some areas in the book that I thought could the word choice could be better, but that's just me. So maybe it's just fine for most people. I just thought it could be a little bit better personally, but that's just me. The other issue was that it's not much of a page turner, at least for a 26-year-old guy. I wonder why. But no, seriously, as a kid, I think kids would just love it, eat it up. I don't think the kids could stop turning the pages. As an adult, uh, I wasn't much of a page turner for me. Good story though. I think kids will love it, and for who is it intended for, that's all that matters. I think it's a great book. Well done, Jay. You did an excellent job, in my personal opinion, and I can't wait for your second book to come out. If you haven't got this book yet, I really recommend going ahead and getting it when Jay's campaign for his second book starts up. Because I remember hearing on a stream that Jay was thinking about re-releasing this book with his second book when it comes out. So if you haven't got it now, highly recommend that you go ahead and get it with the second campaign. I don't think that the kids in your life would regret you getting this for them. I think it'd be a very good buy. But otherwise, well done, Jay. Hail the Iron Age. We are conquering media. We are making better media than anyone out there. And all I gotta say is, welcome to Rebellion, everybody. It's a great place to be. Take care now. Bye.